Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey,
we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 27.
Check 52.
Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You don't want it. 56 to 56. 56.
Third and long. It's gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Here we go.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, it's Hines. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
It's now fourth down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Gurley, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Value 3.
Switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the slant. Check hot route. Hot.
They run the counter. Hines takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds Howard complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good stop, Pete. Good stop.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Four down. Check.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose. Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Check. Lucky.
Goff now looks to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. You remember me?
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 12.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be... And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
3 down, 3 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Powering his way forward. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Austin.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Go tonight. 180.
Single, single. Single, single. Under 10. Under 10.
Listen.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double
Go,
up.
12. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Super.
On 1st down, gone. That one complete. He finds Shark. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check safety. Check safety. Shoot.
Hey, 5.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
17. Jump. We go. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
Hey, check 24.
DC. Turbo's up.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
White 20.
Mike's 5-4. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Value 3.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check.
Merlin.
Check 3.
Turbo's up.
Now Goff on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
2-yard attempt.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Super.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Shell.
Twist, watch
Turbo's up.
Switch gears. Watch twist.
Goff. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Back. Super one. Super one.
Kill.
Dula.
Check 99.
Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Tonight. 180.
Here we go, D.
Here's Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Watch the pass.
DC.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
They can't hang with us.
Play action. Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, and it's 3rd and 5.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Hines. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Even. 4 down. Even. Mike 52. Come on, baby.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Garoppolo now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Touchdown, 49ers. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. They run the counter. It's Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Check 25.
Ric Flair.
Hey, Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
What's that? What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, it's Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go. 180.
Check 52's to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
One, Omaha.
This is Hines. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We own them. We own them.
On second and 9, Garoppolo. This one complete to Ingram. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, kill.
Jack!
Bang, bang.
Super.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
White 20.
Right there, 56. Too little, cut. He's crashing.
Value 1.
Check.
Turbo, set.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
It's a party now.
Undercrunch.
Ric Flair.
Undercrunch.
Turbo, set.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Listen.
56 to Mike.
Set.
Check 56.
Super 1.
Check 52. 6 guy. Check.
Hold on. Check.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
76, tell him. 76.
Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Shift that.
Now it's gone. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here we go, here
Big
we go.
play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops
Here
in
we
the
go,
air.
here we go.
And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go.
Mike 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Switch it. Come on. Maverick.
From the 50, it's gone. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Two. What's that?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Fighting through pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You got nothing.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They run the counter. It's Hines, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
52's the mic. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the edge.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
52, Mike, 52. Hey.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's get it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run with Hines. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Super one. Obama.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
What? 180.
54 Mike. I got you, pop.
Obama.
54. Mike, 54.
Jester.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Say.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Goff now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Black 20.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Now Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at at the 20-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And the Rams have won the game.
42.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Los Angeles, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.